Hello, my name is Martyr. This is Let's Play Sneaky Sneaky, and thank you for watching. Sneaky Sneaky is a puzzle strategy game, guys, one that puts you in the role of a thief on the run. But that doesn't stop you from doing what thieves do best, which is, stealing and killing and doing all those good thievery things that you would do. Now, Sneaky Sneaky is still in active development, guys. Matter of fact, it doesn't even have a release date. So this is more or less basically kind of a early access preview type of thing. I do know that the game will be coming out here in the next couple of months before the end of the year though. Just in case though, guys, remember that everything you see is subject to change and not a final representation of the game, guys. And it says it right there on the bottom, the game is in active beta. Sneaky Sneaky was developed by Naiad Entertainment. I would love to tell you how much the game will cost, but I have no idea how much it's going to cost, guys. But by guessing what I've witnessed in the game, what I've played, guys, you're probably going to end up in that range of $8 to $15 type of range. I will probably update this video with more information in the description down below when the game does release, and you can go ahead and click all those links and buy the game when it does release. Now, Sneaky Sneaky really reminds me of a game that we did an IndieView on a while back called Third Eye Crime. Where basically you're kind of like stuck in this boxed, squared environment. And you have to figure out the best way to escape that environment while you're kind of dealing with monsters, or, in this case monsters, in Sneaky Sneaky's case monsters, and guards. But unlike Third Eye Crime, in this game you can actually take out your would-be pursuers. You can walk up to them, sneak up behind them, backstab them, shoot them with your bow, and it's just all really kind of satisfying the way it does. You can hide in bushes. It's a really cool game. And it's not your stereotypical puzzle game. Now we're going to go ahead and get into the game here, guys. There really isn't much to say as far as options go. I mean, this is probably just, it's very simplistic options-wise. You have some audio sliders, some graphics manipulation. I'm not sure if the game goes up to 1080p because I'm not currently capable of 1080p because my screen sucks. But that's beyond the point. But there's really minimal amount of options here. And the game is very minimalistically designed. To be honest with you, if you look at this, you're going to look at this and think, well, this kind of looks like an app. An iOS or, an Android app looking thing. And I don't think you would be wrong about that. This does have a very reminiscent touch screen feel to it all. You have these giant buttons. You have even like 3 different victory conditions, bronze, silver, and gold, as you can see right there. You have like a shop you can go on, and it's all very reminiscent of a app type of menu setup, as it were. But that isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just something I noticed while playing the game. We'll talk about what the shop is here in a moment and what this all is after we beat the first board. So I'm going to go ahead and start actually from the first board, which is basically the first stage. There's little cutscenes basically that kind of show you what's going on in the story and all that good kind of stuff, guys. Let's talk about what you're looking at right here on the screen. On the top left, we have my gold amount. This is actually the gold that I have physically on me that I'm allowed to spend on stuff at the shop, for instance. On the bottom left, we have my number of arrows and a little action timer thing. We'll talk about more about what that is when we actually get into action, and I'll go have to probably get myself caught to do that. On the bottom right, we have my list of items that I have currently available. I have like a potion, I have like a piece of meat, I have a thing that replenishes my action points. We'll talk about what action points are a little bit later. On the top right, we have the number of jewels. Again, this is where I was saying kind of reminds me of an app. You can basically have like these 3 hidden jewels on the board that you have to collect. And you get basically bonus points for that. But you have to, sometimes go through extra obstacles and things like that. As far as the control schemes go, this current version of the game, it does not feature controller support. The game itself also doesn't really do a fantastic job of telling you what to do. You kind of have to just kind of figure things out for yourself. It's completely 100% controlled, I should say, by your mouse. So you'll be clicking around your environment, basically clicking on each square that you want your character to, and he kind of auto paths himself to it. Now, I would love to see controller support put into this game and allow me to kind of control the character almost like in a roguelike fashion where I can just kind of move from square to square, because I think it gives you a little bit more exact control. Whereas clicking, you don't really, if you click on one area and try to click on another, you don't really have much of a choice other than to, let's see. You can kind of reverse your commands. You just have to be really quick about it. So you kind of can change your position. I just wish I had a little bit more finite control of my character, but it's really simple, easy to control. Like I said, there isn't much of a tutorial, but because there's not much more to it than the simplicity of the game here. You kind of have to figure things out as you move along. Now, these haystacks, by the way, you can hide them in them. When you see basically my character enter them, he kind of gets like this shaded look. Now, if a guard were to pass by me, which you can see right here, his outside, that's his field of vision, that little square red block thing. If he were to pass by me and I was in a stack of hay, he would not see me. So let's go ahead and get out of our cell here because we got the key, my little squeaky friend. Yeah, Squeaky and Sneaky. Yes, I think those are the names of the two main characters. Help me out. Help me get the key. Now, because I've played this board, I've actually beaten this board, so I actually have access to things that you wouldn't normally have when you first play through this board. But you can backstab characters, and you actually get bonus points for killing characters with your backstab weapon. You can also, if you so choose, kill them with your bow. Let's see if I can actually pull that off here. And how that's done, by the way, is you kind of, again, very appy. You kind of click on your character and you drag backwards from where you want to see. You see a little arrow appears, and it tells you how far that arrow is going to fly. And then I'll just simply wait for him to kind of come into this square, which he usually does, and then fire. And then he'll get hit, and that starts an encounter. Now, when an encounter begins, there's two ways an encounter can begin. Either you strike an enemy, you don't kill him immediately, for instance, with my bow, or he spots you, and then that starts the encounter. Depending on who starts the encounter first is going to get the first go of the action. So, if I were spotted first, he would get to have 3 actions before I would get my set of actions as well. Each action, by the way, costs 1 little thing of that circle on the bottom left there. 1 wedge, I should say. So he has his own little wedges too. So he gets 3 actions, and then he has to pass it to me, and I got 3 actions, and then have to pass it to him. So as you can see here, like for instance, that took an action, that took an action, and I could click on that to just simply wait. But I'm not going to do that because I just want him to die quickly. Did he not die? Oh, he's guarding. That was cool. I didn't know they could do that. I learned something new. So I guess that little shield icon he put above himself basically lets me know that he was protecting himself from any kind of distance attacks. So I didn't know they could do that. That's kind of neat. So all I have to simply do is just kill him with my knife. He's not going to be able to block from that. By the way, I do have a certain number of arrows. You can actually get more arrows from trees, which you basically get into the next board. But there's no trees in this particular stage here. So again, we just have to kind of figure out how to use these little hay piles to the best of our advantage. Very Assassin's Creed, if you will. But I'm going to, of course, I want to kill him. Oh god, I was detected. Well, this gives you an opportunity to see what my ass getting kicked looks like. Alright, so he's going to beat the crap out of me a couple times. He's going to hit me once, twice. Actually, I might die. Oh god, I died. He killed me. That's a bastard. That's okay, though, because it gives you an example of how that all works. You can, of course, just hit try again all over again, or restart the level by hitting escape. You can also see a map of the level, by the way, by hitting escape, and that'll give you kind of an idea of what you're going to be looking at here. Basically, for hitting try again, all it really does is you don't get a bonus little gold thing when you basically get to the end of the game board here. If you didn't die throughout the entire board, you get like 1,000 extra points, which basically will culminate in your either silver or bronze or gold medal. Okay, so again, this is just another example. You can actually escape from enemies if they detect you. So you can see he's going to take his 3 wedges to try to move into range, and I can actually take my 3 wedges if I so choose to kind of escape. And then I'll just click on the wait button, and he's going to lose track of me, not find me, get all sad, and then walk off. So you kind of have that option available to you to kind of run away from your enemies if you so choose. You can also fight them, of course. But because guards are mostly stronger than you, you're always going to want to kind of avoid guards as much as possible. I'm just looking to get that key right there. You can also find sometimes hidden stuff in these barrels, so it's worth destroying them for sure. You can find extra gold or whatever have you. We got the extra jewel there. We got some gold. That's exactly what I was looking for. And you can simply leave. Now again, we're just going to smash all these barrels up here, and this gives you kind of a basic rudimentary way of looking at what the game does. Now these items down here, for instance, this red potion heals me, because sometimes the monsters do varying damage. Not all of them do, 1 heart's worth of damage every time. The meat log allows me to kind of lure enemies. I can actually place this wherever I want, and depending if it comes into the field of view of the enemy, they'll basically get all You know, they're like, oh, food, and they'll try to eat it, and then I can stab them from behind or shoot them with the bow. One really cool thing I really like about this game is you can actually recollect your food. If they don't take a bite out of it, you can actually kill them and recollect your food and continue using it, which is really cool. I think it's a really nice little touch. They could have basically said you have to like buy it over and over again, but I think it's kind of cool that they let you logically just kind of figure it out. Hey, I just want to recollect it. Can I do that? Because this is the first level. Obviously, the enemies are really simplistically placed. You can just walk up behind them and kill them like that. He just doesn't see me. I don't know. He's blind. But you can see what I mean by the kind of squared off environments. It almost kind of reminds me of Nightmare Cooperative. But I get, like I said, I get really a lot more of a vibe of Third Eye Crime from this game. But this has nothing to do with noir style. When you basically beat a board, of course, it's going to tell you your score, how you did. As you can see there is 3 ratings that you can get: bronze, silver, or gold, depending on what you did. So if you were undetected, if you got sneaky kills, if you killed someone, basically, it gives you less points. Sneaky kills obviously give you more, which is basically backstabbing. Kills with your bow only give you about 500 points because you're kind of in active combat at that point. It isn't necessarily as sneaky as backstabbing somebody. And you can get bonus points for collecting the jewels and not having to die, etc., etc., etc. So now that you've seen all that and you get a good basic idea of what that's like, we can actually check out the shop here, and now you won't be so confused at what you're looking at here. So at the shop you can buy potions or meat logs that you can use to distract guards, or this thing that basically refills your action points in the middle of combat. So if I only had like if I only had 1 wedge left, I could drink this and get, boom, 3 wedges again to use against my enemy. I'm not really sure what these other items do. I haven't yet to unlock them. Obviously the game gets more complicated as you move deeper and deeper into the game. You can also get some permanent upgrades, like Big Quiver basically allows you to carry 5 arrows at once, really sweet. You can get a big bag which allows you to carry more items in your backpack. And it just kind of offers like a form of, progression. It's not necessarily anything you really need to beat the game, but it's there if you want to do that. You also, as you beat levels, you will actually start getting experience and kind of leveling up. So it has little like RPG elements to it all. And as you can see right here, each basically level gives you 1 point that you can put into 4 things: your speed, your arrow damage, your dagger damage, or your health in general. So I chose to upgrade my bow first because I don't know, I just thought it'd be a good idea. And that basically increases the damage of it, I think, by a heart's worth or half a heart's worth. I'm not really sure. But I know your dagger does 2 points of damage and your bow does, I think, 1 heart of damage. So as you upgrade it more and more, you can get basically better points of damage from it. Of course, you can get more hit points. But again, none of this is really required for you to beat the game. It's just there to give you form progression and actually kind of move forward. So we're going to go ahead and go into the Ripples of Time here, which is a board a little bit later on. Gives you a little bit more advanced mechanics here. We're now in the middle of a forest. Like I said, it really reminds me of, the graphics remind me of what's that game called? Road Not Taken, I think it's called. And kind of just that really simplistic, cute graphics. And I kind of enjoy the way all the characters look. He also reminds me of a black mage with his, the fact his face is covered in his beady yellow eyes. He looks like a black mage. Any of the enemies, of course, are cutesy design, so that way when you murder them horribly, you don't necessarily feel too guilty about it. You can also chop down trees. I don't know if I showed. Did I chop down the tree earlier? No, I did not. Oh, I did. Okay, so you can chop down trees, and that's actually how you get arrows from, is by chopping down trees. So I'm going to go ahead and show you an example of how to use the meat log here. Actually, you know what? No. Hold on. Let's actually go in here. There we go. Oh, he detected me. How did he detect me? That's okay. I can just simply hit the restart level button. He spotted me, that bastard. That's okay, though, because we were really kind of like right by the beginning of the level there. And I will say that it does instantly restart, which is always very nice. Okay, so we're going to wait for him. You can see the enemies sometimes have patterns, and they do certain things over and over again. They have like a patrol route. You just need to watch them and kind of pay attention to kind of see where they're going to go. Now, I'm going to wait for him to head up into this position and sneak attack his ass like that. He's dead now. Ha-ha! I'm going to go over here. Now, I think he should... Oh, okay. He only heads over here. That's okay. We can just hide in this bush, patiently wait for him. Patience is a virtue, guys. We can just brutally murder him from this bush. Hi, you're dead. Bye. Now again, we could have used our bow in that case to lured him with some meat, or what I like about this game, there's a variety of ways to get through the puzzles or through the guards. I hope they add like things like, you know, bonuses for like not killing guards or things like that. We're gonna go ahead. Oh god, this slime detected me. I moved through the square. This is a game where I was like, you know, I'd like a little bit more finite control of my character. I just think it would benefit a little bit more from a little bit of controller support. That probably was my screw up though, so I'm just gonna wait here. Can I sneak attack these guys? That is the question. I don't really see a way to sneak attack these guys. Their movements are rather unpredictable. As you can see, these guys don't have necessarily a patrol route. They just kind of head in whatever direction they want. I can't, however, just do that. Oh god, I missed! You jerk. You made me miss! I never miss. There you go, he's dead. That's okay. We can hack this tree down. Get an arrow back really quick. You know, I could probably move into this bush and then wait for him to move into my attack range and then just simply do that. There we go. Alright, cool. That worked out. We'll go back really quick. Go back and collect an arrow from a tree. I really also like the fact that kind of backtracking isn't always necessarily a bad idea. It works out well sometimes. Oh, there's also... Oh, gosh, dang it. Go back. There's also little signs, little things to progress the story usually that you can read. Little things, kind of cute little things. Like, for instance, Impwood Wetland Reserve. Keep our waters murky. Warning. Drinking groundwater may cause time distortion. I have no idea what that means. I'm guessing the water is blessed or cursed or a mixture of something. Oh god. Okay. Now he's gonna come this way. If I had to guess. Oh come on! I hit the wrong direction. Oh come on! Come on! Now I'm gonna die. He's gonna stab me. Oh, no, actually, I might get away from this. You jerk. Okay, that's fine. I hit the wrong direction. I didn't mean to do that. That was my own mistake there. Sure, we'll say that was my mistake there. Let's see here. I probably could just cut into this bush here. There we go. Phew! Almost got caught there, guys. He's dead. Let's head back in the bush. There's a bush up there, so if we can just kind of maneuver around here. There we go. We should be able to go ahead and kill him. He's going to go 1-1. And then, bam, you're dead. All right. Collect the jewel. Move along. We do only have basically one hit point left, so we kind of need to be very careful here. The game also does feature Steam achievements. I just got one. I'm not sure if it's going to feature Steam cards or anything like that, guys. Like I said, you can't even really look at the store page for this game right now. No. What? Why are you doing that? Just why? Let's see if I can sneak into this bush here. Yes, I can. Awesome. Now, when he comes up here, I'm going to just kill him. There we go. All right. Oh, God. That was so stupid of me. I'm totally dead. I deserve this death. Kill me now, guard. You win. I was a Goron. Mighty victory on your part. You weird, trollish creature, you. That's okay. You know, it's a game you kind of need to be patient with. You don't want to rush through it. I will say the game is very friendly for all ages. There we go. He's dead. Good. Now we'll just wait. Come on down here. Come on down. There you go. Dead. All right, cool. Awesome. What does this say over here? It says, due to recent slide, the east road is closed. Okay, so we can't go that way. Obviously, we're gonna get some sort of item that's gonna allow us to take care of rocks. Okay. Now we gotta be very careful here, because this wolf has 4 hearts. You know what? I wonder if we can just kind of escape this wolf. I think we could just go completely avoid it. We could have fought it and probably got a couple points for it, But certainly just avoiding it was probably a little bit more better. Had we not died, we would have gotten gold on that level. That is a bit of a froster there. But I think that gives you a pretty good basic idea of what the game's like, guys. The game is very adorable graphics-wise. The sounds are almost serene as they were, basically. This introduces you to the idea of switches, by the way. The game gets more complicated, as you can imagine. The music's very serene. The sound effects are pretty much spot on. You know, the music's okay. I could sometimes, I was kind of relaxed and almost kind of fell asleep occasionally with the music. But I do enjoy the graphics quite a bit. I think everything looks really adorable, and all the way the characters are designed, all the monsters, really stuff. It's all really cool. Looks like we're going to get some sort of torch in this level, if I had to guess. Let's see here. We only got one guard here. He's not going to be that hard to kill. Oh, but you know what? He's wearing armor. So that means he might be tougher to kill. Oh, or not. He's dead. He was pretty easy to kill, actually. Okay. Oh, what is that? What is that? What the heck? It's a... Okay, good. We got him. I don't know what that was. Let's check out the map here. We got several rooms we could head towards. Gonna want to break open these barrels. Get as much gold as we can, as they say. That's what thieves like, is gold. Gold is fantastic. Alright. Yeah, the game's a lot of fun, guys. I just wish it had maybe a little bit better job of explaining things when you first get into the game. But otherwise, the game's really fun. I think it's very well designed. It's a very interesting game. I also enjoy the fact that you can kind of take out your pursuers, and that kind of almost rewards you for just kind of brutally murdering everybody in a way. Alright, hold on. There we go. Okay, I want to get to that bush. Let's just wait. Be patient. Bam! You're dead. Okay. Now, this guy is going to be a little... I think we're going to have to take this guy with our bow. Yeah, I think we're going to take this guy with our bow. We're going to just take him out with our bow. You know, or... Oh, look at that! That's cool. My arrow actually lit on fire. Ah. Okay, but if I use that arrow... I'm going to waste my turn here. I actually want to hold off on attacking him this way. And there's a reason for that. Because I think if we go back to where we were... Let's just quickly head back to where we were. I could probably angle a shot to light up that last torch, and that should open the door. So yeah, it's kind of cool, clever elements right there. You kind of need to use your logic. I didn't think I could light my arrows on fire. That's very cool, though. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that now. So we're going to want to kind of arc it that way. Perfect. That opened the way this way. I guess we're not going to get a torch. We're going to get something else. What is going on here in this room? Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that. He's activating spike traps. Okay. Well, obviously, this is pretty easy what you got to do here. There we go. He's dead. And now we can grab the jewel, grab the barrel, grab the gold, and get out of here. I enjoy that. That's pretty cool. I like that aspect. There's traps in this game that can be activated by monsters. I think that's pretty cool. I wonder if I could probably activate that on enemies myself, and probably get the puzzles get more and more advanced here. But guys, before we wrap up this video, keep in mind that Sneaky Sneaky is still being developed, guys. So while you can get a basic good idea of what the main game is like, they may add more bells and whistles to the game. And although it's a simple game, it's a fun game, good for all ages, I feel. I was happy I got to play it. I honestly would not be surprised if this game hit the mobile market. The design of the game screams for it. Not saying that that would be a bad thing. I think this game would do a really good job. I think it would be fun on the mobile device, like a tablet. I can see myself playing on that type of device. It does work well on the PC, though. The game itself is very well put together also. I didn't really run into any bugs, guys, which is good for a game still in active development. As far as replay value goes, that will depend on what they add to the game. It's in its current state. Probably not much, just, you know, beat all levels and call it a day type of thing, but they may add more, a New Game Plus mode or something like that to give it a little bit extra replay value. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Like I said, though, the game is very family friendly, guys, probably catering more to a casual audience than, let's say, hardcore or anything like that. So if you enjoyed what you see, you liked the game, I encourage you to pick it up when it does come out, guys. Big thanks to the developer for a chance to check out this game. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and share, and I'll keep bringing you awesome games, guys. Till next time, play more indie games.